Hello and welcome guys to another video where we talk about the carbon markets, about carbon credits, about how to invest in carbon. If you enjoy content like this, then please make sure to like and subscribe so you stay up to date on this topic. Today we're going to talk about blue carbon credits. What is blue carbon? When we talk about blue carbon, we talk about coastal blue carbon. That is in particular mangroves, tidal salt marshes and seagrasses. These particular plant systems inhabit coastal regions and offer a habitat for a wide region of plant and animal species, and they sequester a lot of carbon. So they're very important for building soil carbon, for taking carbon out of the atmosphere. And these regions are being threatened, especially mangroves. Shrimp farming is a big issue, so mangrove forests are being cut down to get replaced with shrimp farms. And it's estimated that about 2/3 of mangrove forests and 1/3 of tidal salt marshes and seagrasses have been lost. And these coastal ecosystems are being recognized for their important role in carbon sequestration. And they not only build above ground biomass in form of trees, but also build soil carbon underneath. And for this reason, they are being recognized in the carbon credits market, because now protection, conservation, and also reforestation of these ecosystems becomes important. In 2020, Vera came out with a framework of how to handle these ecosystems, these blue carbon ecosystems, in terms of carbon credits. So now we have a framework for that, and so companies can start developing these kind of projects. So what about the potential of blue carbon? Many people like Marin Katusa are very big on blue carbon as the #1 source of carbon credits when it comes to nature-based solutions. And if we look at some published papers, it is very clear why. Tidal coastal ecosystems sequester at least double as much carbon as forests, if not 5 times as much. On the top we can see boreal forest and tropical forest with the soil organic carbon and living biomass, and the 3 blue carbon coastal ecosystems underneath. And for comparison, when a boreal forest sequesters about 280 tons of carbon, because the unit here is megagrams of carbon, which is basically a metric ton. Then in comparison, a seagrass meadow sequesters about 600 tons, tidal salt marshes with 900 tons, and mangrove forests up to 1,500 tons or megagrams of carbon per hectare. That is the soil organic carbon together with the living biomass. And if we use a very basic conversion factor, I know this is a big simplification, but when it comes to tree biomass, you use this factor of about 3.5. It gets more complex when you have soil carbon together with biomass, but let's say 3.5 as an approximation. You have over 5,000 tons of CO2 per hectare. That is over the lifetime of the entire tree. So blue carbon could offer about twice or up to 5 times the potential of conventional forest carbon credits. Last year, Vera registered its first blue carbon conservation project, and this is conservation and management. So this is not the planting of the tree itself. And for that project, it comes to approximately 4 tons of CO2 per hectare per carbon per year. So far from the about 400 tons of CO2 per hectare per year. And then we have a carbon streaming Corp project of Marvivo, where they sequester about 5 tons of CO2 per hectare per year. And these numbers are approximation. It's not exactly that number, but just to get a glimpse of it. So when it comes to managing and conservation, we have to expect way less in terms of carbon credits per hectare per year. I first thought my numbers were way off, but then I saw, like, for example, blue carbon projects in their blue India project areas. They also have similar measurements like the ideal case for their tons of CO2 per hectare. But we must keep in mind that these tons of CO2 are a lifetime of mangrove forests or plants from seed to big plants, so about 30 years or 40 years. So the interesting question, how can we invest in blue carbon? So even companies like Apple are investing in blue carbon, but unfortunately, as with the whole carbon market at the moment, there are not many options left. First of all, I did not find any option that uses the reforestation approach to mangrove forests. So we cannot get the 5,000 tons of CO2 per hectare or 4,000 or 3,500. This is untapped potential, and I hope some company in the future will get into this potential. The only investable company that has a working blue carbon project is Carbon Streaming Corp. But do keep in mind that the Mar Vivo project is a conservation and management project. So at this moment, there are no other blue carbon companies for investment, according to my research. But maybe there will be more investment vehicles in 2022. If there are, you'll be the first to know on this channel. I do my research practically every day. Once again, take the chance to like this channel and subscribe. Also, as always, I want to have a conversation. What do you think about blue carbon? And maybe I've missed something. Did you find any other companies? I did not find any, but most of the time you people are smarter than me. So let me know in the comment section. Again, check out the Discord server and Facebook group. And please make sure to give this video a like as it helps support the cause. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.